a war of ideas. What do you believe? Who do you follow? What is truth? I seen an Epstein video, Epstein topic, Eddie Bravo and Joe Rogan video pop up on my YouTube feed. Eddie Bravo mentions, I think, Sean Atwood in the video. Check him out. And then I'm going through some of the Reddit videos with different sorts of stories. And then listening to Bigfoot Odyssey. From Bigfoot Odyssey, probably the video on his channel, the one that made my ass hair curl up, straighten out my pubic hairs, was his encounter with his visual of Bigfoot. And with so many things out there, who's to say who's saying the truth, who's lying? Again, because I've tattooed people who've given me just far out stories, man. I met people. There's probably one story that I haven't shared as frequent as other ones. I was in Texas, talking to one of my clients, Corpus Christi, is that what it's pronounced? And he saw one of my alien designs, one of my tattoo designs with an alien in it. And he said something like, are you also a believer? And I probably said something like, the truth is out there, man. And I think he said something like, you want me to share my story with you? You want to hear it out? Like, yeah, man, go for it, man. But he told me 2 stories, or 2 events in one night. But he told me that at his house, his wife, I believe, asked him, hey, check out what that is, because some lights, you know when there's a headlight that hits a wall and it goes across, like it goes across your wall, or your wall, because someone's driving through your walkway or up your driveway. But what he was telling me is that from that angle where the lights came in, that there's no way that a car could have done that. And that he goes outside and he sees just 2 cylinders. I think he said 2 cylinders. He said blue cylinders in the sky. And then he sees one flashing light go through, and then another one, and then the blue tube cylinder just disappears. And that was his paranormal story. And I liked it. And I was just in and out of town, and I'm not there to move. And I really doubt that this motherfucker told me this shit to, for him to make a representation of Corpus Christi or Texans to say they're all fucking UFO believers. If anything, it would only make them look loonier. But yeah, he told me that story. And I've heard other stories from different people. And oh man, the truth is out there. I'm gonna add green to this one. And the idea is that Jeffrey Epstein worked for the Mossad, which is the Israeli Special Forces. I think Sean Atwood video just mentions the other different agencies like MI5 for the British or English, whatever the fuck they are, and Russian intelligence who dealt with the person who gave the blackmailing tactics to Jeffrey Epstein. How he was murdered. I think he was thrown off a boat. I think. I can't recall the name, but definitely look back at those videos. At that interview, because I think that I don't know. Actually, you know what? I don't think I don't know. I know that I don't know everything out there. Who's in charge. And one wants to believe that the president, the king, the prince, the dictator, the prime minister, the mayor is in charge. But I forget where I learned the golden rule, but it's something like he who holds the gold makes the rules. And I know people will say, man, life's unfair. And I think of these people that should I have black on there? I think of these people that yep, I should have done more black on here. Think of all these people with the roles, the power, the money, the resources. I think two of the greatest enemies to unity, to the life forces on Earth, to the life force of Earth, is George Soros and Hillary Clinton. Just evil people. Oh man, you're a Trump supporter. Yeah. Figure out how to do this. I'm gonna do some black, see how that happens. But I think too, with all these ideas, all this information, one also saw a Milo Yiannopoulos video with Dr. Jordan Peterson and Yiannopoulos. Milo was talking about how there's a gay mafia in the Vatican, and it's a conspiracy because there's no out proof of it because of the secrecy of the Vatican. But he believes that the left are corrupting or want to make all their illegal behavior, all their homosexuality and all their child raping habits okay, but at the meanwhile don't want to mess up their racket of being celibate, heterosexual, and in control of their believers. I think what touched me the most was when Milo said that, even with all of that, he's still a believer. He's still a Catholic. I think he said something like, because he'd rather, what did he say? He'd rather see things come to truth or, die in the pursuit of knowing that things would improve, would get better, or knowledge would be out there. And Milo Yiannopoulos, he's a brave motherfucker, man. Underrated. I think him and Alex Jones, by them being off of YouTube, by them being off, it only empowers communism, socialism, bad ideas, hates and lies. And when people hear me say this stuff, people think that I hate gays or trannies or blacks. I'm like, nah. If you knew that one of my brothers is black, one of my most fun clients is gay. Michelle Obama is my favorite tranny. But it's like, I'm trying to think, when a friend of mine told me that someone from some vegan against animal cruelty and GMOs who hated Taco Bell, he was found to be eating at a Taco Bell. There's nothing wrong with saying, hey, don't put shit in my fucking food. No cruelty to animals, be a vegan. But then don't go get a fucking Big Mac or Supreme Burrito at Taco Bell. Sounds a little good right about now. And it's like old W. Bush's priest or father or his Christian backup who condemned homosexuality. Nothing wrong with him condemning it. But here's what I had a problem with it, was that he was married, had kids, and he was sucking up some other dude for after they smoked crystal meth. Then he says, yeah, man, I'm no longer like that. And I'm thinking, why is the wife still there? I think that bitch just is lost without him. What, am I supposed to get a job now? We got millions of dollars here. Yeah, but yeah, I don't give a fuck if you're vegan, gay, left, right, heterosexual, bisexual, Michelle Obama's cock ring supplier. or even a Hillary, some of the most evil people on earth, which is a Hillary supporter. And I know a Marine who's a Hillary supporter, and I'm cool with him. And we go back at it, you know, with his ideas of what, how the fuck can you believe that her? And you think, well, if not, you get Bernie the Fidel Castro light, But it's a war of ideas. But the moment that I believe, the moment that your freedoms are smashed, stopped, delayed, what's the word? Infringed. Yeah, there's a problem there. I remember seeing a cartoon. It's a cable cartoon, and I saw one of my friends' kids watching it, and I saw one of the female characters dressed in Daisy Dukes, and I told the dad, "What the fuck is this shit?" And it's some sort of, I think, adventure um, cartoon, exploring and shit. But I thought, dude, this shit is showing kids how to fucking dress like hoes. Well, you see, it's the urban jungle, humid environment, and you need to air out your butthole so you don't get a yeast infection. I remember on a Christian video, it said on a Christian Bible thumping video, it mentioned this. It mentioned women being whores and going out and letting their cheeks get clapped. But the summation of it was, which I liked, was don't advertise what you're not selling. Again, I don't mind. I love whores, sluts. Leave a comment, a like, subscribe, hit me up. But I think when we start showing kids that, yeah, or even people who smoke weed, or people who smoke weed, or people who are whores, hey, good on you, mate. Just fucking just do it, right? Be a whore, be a slut, be a pothead. But don't teach the next generation to be just a consumer or a bottom feeder. To let your pussy or your ass um, put food on the table, or just waste your potential by just smoking weed, just getting drunk. And I like smoking weed, I like drinking. But no, man, there's my dog saying boring. No, what's the word? There's limits, or not limits, in quantity. I forget what the proper term is. But it's a war of ideas, man, because someone else will say. I've seen people just say, rebuttal those statements with, "Oh man, life is too short, man. What are you gonna do about it, man? You can't argue here." So one day at a time, I'm like, no, 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 dude. And like I said before, man, I'm not gonna waste my lifetime waste another breath, waste my most my scarcest of resources, which isn't money, even though I don't have much of it, but or my goal, which I have far less of, but the resource that is the most precious of all, which is time, man. Like it can't be I'll be telling people, oh, this is the right way, or let me help me cross the finish line. No, I had a good friend. You know, he went on the dark path, man, in life. And I was like, dude, you know, I could have paused my life, put everything on hold, gambled my nickel, my last dime on his recovery and comeback. But as simple as him saying, nah, man, it just seems like a lot of work. And I'm like, yeah, he doesn't want to win. He wants this to be a video topic by itself, where everyone wants to be at the top, but they want to get dropped. Hilo dropped off there. Hilo dropped off at the top. And I think with my dog party saying bullshit. Brace for impact. Goddamn snakes, I'm giving these bastards. But that's it for now. The puppy nerve gas has been released. Let's get out. Get after it, motherfuckers. No excuses. Go forward. Trump 2020. Jeff Epstein didn't kill himself. Start your own YouTube channel. Trump 2020.